So for my project, I'm going to focus on Flat Branch Brew Pub. To start with, I'll focus on the brew pub in the Flat Branch area. Their history: Flat Branch was a brick factory in 1927 and then a Hudson car dealership. And Flat Branch Creek was actually Columbia's first water source. So the creek part, that's why Columbia was built up. It started there. And knowing that there used to be settlers in that area. There were like, I think, 20 log cabins that were there, and thinking about how they lived and worked kind of shapes the way I look at the area. They're also popular culture. The car dealerships, the car dealerships and the salesmen don't always have the best reputations. So kind of thinking about that. Places you don't want to spend a whole lot of time or money. I know there was a Cosby Show episode where he was buying his son a new car and pretended that like he didn't have any money, put on this whole roof, and then of course somebody came in and foiled the whole thing. But also trying to picture Flat Branch filled with cars was kind of a weird thing to try and imagine. So, the difference between car dealerships, how they look now and how they were then. I'm also going to focus on the bicycles in Flat Branch. They're popular culture. They're kind of fun and lighthearted, easygoing. The green method of transportation. I don't want to say free-spirited people ride their bikes everywhere, but that is kind of that specific group of people kind of has the idea that they're going to ride bikes or walk most places. There are a lot of commercials, TV shows, songs that have bikes in them somehow. Also, places I've been affects the way I look at the bikes. I've done the MS-150 and a ride in North Dakota with my dad, and I kind of associate, I get the fun aspect of the bikes, but at the same time, I kind of associate them with fatigue and pain and warm Gatorade, things that aren't exactly the most positive. And sometimes, I look at a bike and want to run the opposite direction because I have no desire to have anything to do with it. So, also culture. All the bikes in Flat Branch, I believe, are New Belgium bikes. I haven't clarified that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And New Belgium is a company who makes Fat Tire, the beer. And the co-founder of the company was actually riding his bike through Europe on a mountain bike with Fat Tires, and was going through all the towns that were known for having really good beer, and then he kind of got some ideas and some ingredients there, and then came home and founded the company. So I don't know for sure, but I've heard that the company commissions a certain number of bikes each year and either gives them to charity or gives them to new employees as they complete their first year of service. I know that they are kind of a collector's item at this point. And also I was going to focus on the beer. The history of the beer, basically the beer names, with the Hudson's ESB and the Oil Change Oatmeal Stout, which obviously both refer to the car aspect of its history, and then culture. There are beers called Katy Trail Pale Ale, Ed's IPA, Novemberfest, and The Best Coffee Stout. And all of those things are somehow related to Missouri or Columbia even. Ed was a patron who passed away, but that was his favorite beer. And The Best Coffee is actually roasted in Boone County.